Guys, this is a quick writing test review. Writing test for A Day is going to be Monday, March 31st, and for B Day, Tuesday, April 1st. And here's the schedule. You're familiar with this logo because we have the sample writing test right before spring break. If you're interested in taking another sample test or as many as you like, this remains open for you to practice under week 30 writing sample test. We logged in under sample test, and you can do so if you practice under this screen. When you actually take the writing test on Monday or Tuesday, you're going to be given a username and password. This will all be something that we'll go through together as a class, so don't worry about it at all. The portal, the look of the writing test is going to be exactly the same. The way it functions is going to be the exact same as you took with the sample test. We went over this in class on Wednesday and Thursday for bell work. I gave you this handout. It's informative, explanatory essay writing guide. Remember, your audience in this case, or the individuals grading you and rating your essay, they're looking for purpose, focus, and organization, evidence and elaboration, conventions and references and citation. Somebody asked me in class, can we bring this sheet to the writing test? You cannot, but the good news is it's all there for you under this writing guide tab, this tab right here. It's going to have the purpose, focus, organization section, evidence elaboration, conventions, and reference and citation. So what I recommend when you first get the exam, the first thing I would do is I would read the writing prompt itself, find out what your topic is, general topic, roadside attraction, specific topic, why the historic attractions still remain meaningful. That was the writing test 3 years ago. Obviously, your topic is going to be different, but it's going to be a topic that's clearly explained to you. Purpose is going to clearly be explained, informative essay, why, explaining why, and it's going to have the 3 sources just like this. Point value, again, we went over this in class. Purpose, focus, organization can net you up to 4 points. Evidence and elaboration alone can net you 4 points. And conventions is only going to get you 2 points. So as I mentioned in class, conventions is not something that they're necessarily looking for. This is easily achieved through Grammarly, through word spell checkers. So they're not really focusing on this ability so much, but you guys are mostly good with spelling and grammar and punctuation, so I'm not even worried about it. I think most people should be able to get these 2 points. And to the extent that you have an issue with spelling, you have your dictionary. Oh, right here, sorry. You have your dictionary thesaurus up there. So don't get hung up on not being able to spell a word, or not being sure, or afraid to take a risk to try to spell a word. Main thing, the easiest way to get points, remember I told you walk into the writing test with points to gain, not lose. So go into it with the mindset that you're playing offense, not defense. You're not trying to protect scores or your score, or not miss too many questions so you lose too many points. That would kind of be the case if you're taking a multiple choice exam, and that's always been the case with me. If I'm taking a 100-question multiple choice test, every question I miss, I feel like I'm losing points, right? Well, that's not the case with a writing test like this. You need to go into it with an offensive mindset, as if you have points to gain. So you're going to easily be able to get those points, especially in evidence and elaboration, by simply taking those sources and pulling them into the essay. Again, in this example, source 1, 2, 3, pull all those sources, information from the sources into your essay. Just remember to cite the source or article number and paragraph number. I've got it all laid out here. You can review this if you want. This is my anatomy of an informative essay handout that we got right before spring break. It lines up perfectly with purpose, focus, organization, evidence, and elaboration. And I'm so emphatic about evidence that I mentioned it 3 times. Evidence, evidence, evidence. Remember, in any writing situation, we're focusing on topic, audience, purpose. For the sake of the state test, your audience, or the individuals you're writing to, your audience will not be given to you on most writing tests, so don't stress about it. It's not important. Just remember to give them what they want, The only thing we know about them is they want the purpose, focus, organization, evidence, elaboration, and convention. That's all we know. Nothing else matters. Don't worry about your audience. Do worry about your topic. Now, what you are writing about, that is the main controlling idea of your essay. And the good news is your topic will always be given to you on a writing test. Always. Remember, you know your topic. There's two ways you know your topic anytime you write. One is it's given to you, and the other scenario is that you choose it yourself. Obviously, for a writing test like this one that the state is giving, you're going to be given the writing topic. So do not stress this. Just identify what it is very as specifically as possible, like we've been practicing in class. Your purpose, the good news on this is your purpose will always be given to you on a writing test. Same as topic. So the purposes would be to inform, persuade, express, or entertain. So let's go through these four possibilities. The purpose of entertain is not going to be given to you on a writing test by the state, so don't worry about this. You're not going to be asked to create a joke book or anything like that, so don't worry about it. Writing to express, essentially narrative writing, where you express or you tell a story or express yourself. It's possible you could get this purpose on a writing test. Be ready for it. We've had a lot of experience and practice with this year. It's basically narrative arc. Just think narrative arc. Go exposition, where you give a background before the story became a story, what was going on, what event, one single event made it a story, the conflict. Give me the rising action. Give me that climax that happens toward the end of the story that changes, where we know how things are going to end. The fate's pretty much sealed. You know how it's going to end. Falling action and the resolution, where things are either back to normal or change forever. It's unlikely you're going to get this on the writing test in 7th grade. But be ready. It is much more likely that you'll get the purpose of inform. In fact, for 7th grade, this is the most common and likely writing test purpose. So be ready for it. And of course, we are ready for it because we've been practicing it. Again, topic. Identify topic, audience, purpose, or at least in this case, topic, purpose. Topic is why roadside attractions are meaningful, and the one that we practice, with the purpose being to use the sources and provide facts to inform your reader. And this was an example of the good or above average writing sample that earned 10 points. We went over that in class. Sample 2, the average or bad, I called it, earned a score of 6. Or in this case, I think that number's wrong up there, so just ignore that. And the ugly, the below average, earned a score of 3. So again, like I told you in class, you should look at something like this and say, I can do that. No big deal. I can do that. I got 90 minutes. I can easily do that. And the sample 3, nope, that's not me. I would never do that. And for the sample 2, yeah, I'm capable of doing that, but I'm not going to rush through it. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to be thorough. I'm going to work hard. Mr. Hill appreciates the student that works hard and is thorough more than anything else, so I'm going to be that student. We already identified what was good, bad, and ugly about the examples, so just lean back on the work you've already put in and what you know about what makes a good essay and what makes a bad one, and just simply produce it. Informative writing, for this purpose, just make sure you're following the instructions and know your purpose, and every once in a while look at it and remind yourself. You could have the purpose of persuading, and that would be called for the state argumentative writing. If you get that purpose, you're going to need to make a claim based on evidence presented and back it up. It's possible you could get this purpose on a writing test. In fact, last year, 7th grade had this purpose. Be ready. If you look at the back of the handout that I gave you the other day, it looks pretty much identical to the informative writing guide. The only difference is you're making a claim and backing it up with evidence. And here's the rubric. It's pretty much the same. And if you imagine this on the essay, anatomy of an essay, this is how it would look. So good luck on your test. That's it for this video, and I know you're going to do great.